Hello and welcome to this online English presentation which will focus on speaking exams for primary students. This will include some practice and revision materials for teachers, parents and students. Level 1 is the starter level. There are a number of different questions based on different pictures which you will see in the upcoming slides. Here are some examples of those pictures. And here are the directions for using the pictures. The examiner familiarizes the child with the picture first and then asks the child to point out certain items on the scene. Where's the monkey, for example? Number 2, the examiner asks the child to put objects in various locations on the scene. Put the shell under the tree. So using the cutout pictures, placing those on the picture. The third activity, the examiner asks questions about two of the people or things in the picture. What's this? What color is it? Activity 4, the examiner asks questions about the object cards. What's this? Have you got a bike? And finally, the examiner asks questions about the child and the child's life. How old are you? Do you have any brothers or sisters? So on and so forth. Here are the picture resources which are used with this exam. So these are the item cards that children are asked to identify. And here is the situation picture which the students are asked to describe. The second level, level 2, is called the mover level. The examiner asks the child to describe several differences between the two, find the different pictures. For example, the boy has got earache, but this boy has got stomach ache. So we'll be looking at these pictures in a minute. The second activity, the examiner tells the child the name of the story and describes the first picture. These pictures show a story. It's called The Dolphin's New Friend. Look at the pictures first. Sally and Jim are on the beach with their parents. Children want to go swimming. The examiner then asks the child to continue the story. Then, with the third set of pictures, the examiner demonstrates how to do this task with the first set of 4 odd one out pictures, and then asks the child to choose one picture in the other 3 sets and say why it is different and how. For example, these animals can all fly, but this animal can't fly. And then finally, the examiner asks questions about the child. What did you do at the weekend with your friends? And other questions about the child's life. Here are the visual images which go with those sections of the test. Starting off with spot the difference. This one is spot the odd one out. And the third and final level we'll look at in this video is level 3, and it's called the flyer level. The examiner shows the child the candidate's copy of the Find the Difference picture. Child is initially shown the examiner's copy as well, but then encouraged to look at the candidate's own copy. The examiner then makes a series of statements about the examiner's picture, and the child has to respond by making statements showing how the candidate's picture is different. So in my picture, a man's wearing a blue uniform, it's blue. In my picture, the man's uniform is red. The second type of question, the examiner shows the child the candidate copy of the information exchange. The child is initially shown the examiner's copy as well, but then is encouraged to look at the candidate's own copy. The examiner first asks the child questions related to the information. How old is Anna's sister? And the child answers. The child then asks the examiner questions. What's Anna's brother's name? And the examiner will answer. In the third section, the examiner tells the child the name of the story and describes the first picture. These pictures tell a story. It's called The New TV. Just look at the pictures first. Tom and his dad are in a shop. Tom's dad is buying a TV. The examiner then asks the child to continue telling the story. And finally, the examiner asks questions about the child, how many people are there in your family, and other questions about the child's life. And here are the picture resources to support those questions. Starting with the spot the difference. And then we have the different information about the Anna and her sister, Anna's sister and Anna's brother. This is the examiner's copy. And the information on the next slide is the candidate's copy. Then we have the story, so completing the story about the television. Okay, and here we have some more examples which I will just show you, and you can use them for practice or revision with students preparing for these assessments. And here are some more examples for the level 2 test, the movers test. And finally, we have examples from the third level, level 3, the flyers tests. Okay, that's all for now. I hope that has been useful. Thank you very much for watching. And if you do find this useful, please do remember to subscribe to this video channel and check out our other educational videos. Thank you very much.